What's happening, guys? Oxford King here, and in this Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree video, I'm going to walk you through how I finally defeated Bayle the Dread. The gameplay footage you're going to be watching here is New Game plus 10, and it took me about 5 hours, maybe 4 to 5 hours to beat this guy. At the end of the video, I'm going to let the whole fight play out full speed, no commentary. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is every time you walk in here, and you guys are going to know this, there's a different move almost every time. It's never the same. So during my win here, and I died to this guy like 4 hours straight on stream, but right here, he happened to do this leap attack. Sometimes he does a beam, sometimes he does whatever, but this one, he leaped at me. So, you know, I always kind of waited. I would count in my head. I would go like 1, 2, 3, dodge, right? You kind of know that dodge formula on Souls. You see his right foot here. This is the one that I would attack constantly, okay? And we'll talk more about this foot later as we go through the video. But this is what I would do. Oh, by the way, the build here is a Backhand Blade Build. I'm level 305, I think, in this footage. And I'm doing Blood Flame Blade. I think this is what I was doing here. Faith, too. So it's Dex Faith, just a heads up. I have a video guide on the channel about this build, so go check that out. So anyways, I'm here attacking this foot, which is what I normally do here, all right? And then what I'm basically doing is waiting to see what he's going to do. He does a lot of this moving around. I'm just like glued to this foot is basically what I was doing. He does this chomp attack, which if you're not careful, his knee will hit you. So try to stay on this outside the best you can. If there's any advice you're going to get out of this video, is to stay glued to the outside of this foot the best you can. Now, you see this right here? For some reason, and I don't know what's going on here, but whenever I would attack its ankle or its foot or whatever, a lot of times there was like a 50-50 chance that he would like pull back. He would like, watch this right here. I would attack its foot or its ankle, whatever. And then first phase, second phase, doesn't matter. He would do this right here. Boom. He would do that. This move. Watch the ground. There is an area of the ground that lights up with embers before the fire hits. And just so you know, that's your safe spot. So when you get to that point, look at the embers. They'll form on the ground before the flame goes out. That's how you know, like, you know, your boundaries. So again, once he does that, dude, run right back to his foot and go right back to attacking no matter what weapon you're using. You see that leap right there? You see that? When he does this leap, he's going to charge forward and then do a tailspin. But you'll see. Watch, he does this right here, and then whoop, a tailspin. That happens every single time. I'm going to go back and watch that again. Watch this right here. And then you'll see him like lunge forward like this. You see? You see that? And then boom, just when he does that, first and second phase, he does it both. He does that and then get ready for a tail swipe. Boom, like that. Now, you see how I was like shoved over to the right? That's going to happen to you too. Quickly get back over to his other foot. Try not to get on the inside like I did here. Why? Because these lightning bolts happen. And he'll do a shout or a scream. Really listen in. If you're wearing headphones, like really listen in for that. But this is where the second phase happens, right? I'm gonna rewind it back. Check this out. You see his health gauge? When it gets to be about right there on that bar, pay attention to that. Because if you see that, he'll go to his second phase. Now, this is New Game plus 10. He's got a ton of health in New Game plus 10. I don't know what you guys are playing on, but for New Game plus 10, this is where his life was at to transition. And so this is what would happen. You see all this lava, get out of that because it's going to explode and go upwards. So you want to avoid that. And this is what I did for my playthrough here. I would immediately put on Flame Protect Me. That was the first thing that I did. After that, if I had time, I'd move over to Black Flames Protection for physical damage negation, but I got zapped. So when you get over here, a tip here is to get to the nearest wall if you can. I know the fight is all over the place, but if you're near a wall, try to get to the closest wall as possible. There's a higher chance that you won't get hit by these fireballs, but you're still going to get hit if your dodging isn't on point or if you're not casting any spells like I was doing here. So there's like, I don't know, like 6 to 8 fireballs that come at you. But the reason I told you to get over here is because he comes down like that, and I always had like a higher success rate of not being hit. And all while I'm over here just buffing up. Now, when he lands on the ground, don't get greedy, because as soon as he lands, an explosion of like vertical, like lava, whatever, just starts going up in the air. So what I was always doing is after all the deaths, I would just roll off to the side. I would buff up, top off health, get the buffs going, get everything back up, wait for all the lava to go down, and then I would run in. Okay. So there's a good shot of his like right hand like sword. It's a 2-hit combo. Just always think, another tip that you can get out of this whole guide, if there's anything, just remember everything comes in 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s, 2s and 3s. Just keep that in mind. So don't just go like dodging and then going in for a hit. Like wait it out. Be patient. 1, explosion, and then 2. Right? There's a third one right there. You see what I'm saying? And then here, if you can get underneath where his foot is, try to get that damage in, but really get on the outside. You see how I'm stuck here? Try to get on the outside. All right? Because you'll get stuck and something will happen. I'll show you later in the video. Here's another swipe here. 1, and then a 2, right? And really make sure that you dodge. And here's this right here, that fire thing. That's a 3-hit combo. But I want to show you something real quick. You see his right knee? That thing will hit you. In the first phase, for some reason, it didn't hit me. But whenever he comes at you like this, even though you're out of the range of his arm, doesn't matter, because his knee, his toenail, his freaking whatever will still hit you. So just dodge no matter what. Just if you think you're going to miss, just dodge or block or whatever your build is. And then this is when I would get out of the way. I would heal up if I needed to and just kind of top off and run back in and go right back to attacking this ankle, this foot, or whatever. Okay. The only reason I moved here is because he was doing this weird like stab move. And really listen in. If you're wearing headphones, especially, like really listen in for those audio cues. He does a lot of yelling and growling, and you'll hear like a charge noise. That's how you know to get out of the way. That's another look at the tail swipe. He's got 2 tail swipe moves. He's got one where he lunges and then tail swipes back that I showed you earlier in this video. Here's another look at another tail swipe too, because just know that he's got 2. So he'll do this right here. Watch. He'll do this little move like this right here. You see this? Watch. See? You see how he kind of leans over? And then whoop, he like whips around, okay? So just be aware that there's 2 tail swipes. Now, there is a point in the video, I'll show you later, I get hit in the face with his bite, but I'll show you. This right here, after this tail swipe, again, listen for the audio cue. He'll like rear back and do like a charge lightning sound. When you hear that lightning sound, I want you to get ready to count it out loud in your head or whatever. Count it out like a 1, 2, dodge. 1, 2, dodge, just like that. Like right here. Charge, charge, charge. 1, 2, dodge. You know, you'll have to dodge once, come back. If you're over here by his foot, go ahead and attack it. Because this is what happens a lot. I'll attack that foot, and there's a lot of times where he'll do this move right here. And I always run off to the left. I'll run off to the left, and I'll circle back to that same ankle, same foot, or whatever. If I didn't get hit like I did here, I got clipped there. But I'm always saying, like, stay near this area of his frame. Okay, so here I go again. See, look at that. He does the move again. It happened quite a bit. It actually happened a lot more than I really had thought until I went back and watched. I'm like, man, he did that move quite a bit. So here I go, right back at the ankle, right? So he does this like he does a 2 bite thing. This is another move I want to talk about because it kind of sneaks up on you, but I want you to get a good look at this in slow motion. That way you kind of have a visual aid. So check this out right here. I go back to his ankle. He does a double bite move right here. So he'll do this right here, like chomp, chomp, 1, and then 2. And still dodge, even though you kind of see it on your screen, even though you're nowhere near where he's like biting, still dodge, because his knee, his toenail, his toe, last week's breakfast, whatever, will still hit you. So just be ready. Dodge no matter what, okay? So here's that move again. Isn't that crazy? Like I'm hitting his ankle and his foot, and he's still doing that move. It happens quite a bit. So just always stay on this side. Now here he does this move here, and I want to talk to you about this move here because there was a while where I kept dying to it. I'm like, how do you dodge this? And I finally figured it out. Some of you guys probably did too. But when he does his beam here, doesn't that look cool? When he does his beam, don't worry about that beam. Worry about the flames that come afterwards, right? Look at the wave of flames. Right? It's so much better to watch this in slow motion, right? I mean, if I had this before I did the fight, I probably would have won. But that's what I'm making this video for, is for you guys to see this stuff in slow motion. So check this out. He'll jump back, and then he does that beam. Don't freak out. Don't get all dodge happy. Don't react. Wait. And then boom, you see the waves of fire. I almost said water. You see the waves of fire? You dodge that. And I think I got hit there. No, I didn't get hit. I got hit on the next frame. But this is what I did. I would immediately find him. As soon as I dodged that, I would get my camera and like look up. Where is he? Where is he? Because now he's coming back at you. This time, when you see him in this position, go left. Go left. Every time I kept going right, I would get hit no matter what. Now, I'm about to get hit here because I mistimed my dodge, but I'm just letting you know I had better success going to the left. So I went this way and I ended up getting hit right there, right at the end. But just, just so you know, that's a really good look at that, right? Here we go one last time and we'll move on. Beam, waves of fire, roll through that, look up, find him, find him, find him. You found him. Now run left and get ready to dodge right through that beam and then that fire wave. You'll get there. With practice, you'll get it. Now here, what I did here is I was trying to get like either topped off on health or getting close to him as possible. He does this scream. When he does this scream, just like this, these lightning bolts are coming. You can walk out of the way or you can sprint out of the way. I've done both. So if you're trying to recover your stamina, you don't have to run or sprint. You can just simply walk normal speed. I was able to, but you know how it is. You get in panic mode, you start sprinting and dodging and blah, 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 right? So here we go back on the foot. Here's a move right here. This is your typical Dark Souls stuff where you wait in your mind, you're ticking it down, and you're going to wait for the animation. You know how it is. They'll gradually move up, 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 up. They'll pause, and then they'll swoop down. It's the same stuff in all the Souls games. Same thing here. Just boom, just dodge right at the last second. All I can say is just time that. But I want to talk to you about this. You see all this lava on the screen? He does another hit move. So what I would recommend you do when he goes up in the air like that, when I want you to dodge and dodge away and wait for that second hit. It's a 2-hit move. Remember what I said earlier? 2s and 3s. Here we go. Boom. 1, dodge, dodge, dodge. 2, and then go back into that ankle, right? That's what I was trying to do the whole time. He does a bite move right here and then here. Remember that I was telling you earlier, 2s and 3s? That was a 2-hit bite. Go back to the ankle. Try not to do what I just did here. Try not to do this, because if you get trapped on the inside of its leg right here, that's a trap and it can kill you. So try to get out of there. I lucked out here and he leaped up. But what did I tell you about earlier? When he leaps up, he does what? A tail swipe. Boom. Just like that. So leaping, swipe. Keep that in mind. Leap, swipe. So here he goes again. Remember I told you earlier in the video, there's 2 tail swipes? Here's a good look at it right here. I'll just let it play out. There's the other tail swipe. So just know when he leaps away, expect a tail swipe after that. Just be ready. Go back to the foot. Now here we go again. Every time I go back to this foot or this ankle area, he does that move right there where he sprays fire down right there. And I use this moment to buff up my blade here. So if you're not running any, spells or incantations, you're good to go. Just go right back to it, okay? I did not get hit here. I thought I did. But for some reason, he does this random 2-bite hit. Just always expect that. It's easier said than done. I get it. But just try to have that in your head. And while you're watching this video, whatever, just be like 2-hit bite. It's coming. Just get ready. Okay? Right here. See? Boom. 1 and 2. Okay? Get back to the ankle. That's the one thing out of this guide. Get on that ankle. Okay? Here goes again. The beam, fire. I get hit here because I dodged too early. I got hit here, but I did dodge the second one. I was looking for him. I move, and then dodged. So there you go. Check this out. Watch this again. I want you to watch what happens. I dodged too early because I was just getting impatient. I dodged into the wave of flames. But what I want you to watch is this right here. He comes down and the beam is not I dodged right when the beam came at me and I was able to roll through that second attack. So just get a good look at that. That's how you can dodge that roll. Dodge that second beam. Okay. I got hit here. 1 and then 2. I got hit there because I wasn't expecting the 2-hit chomp. That got me. All right. So now I got to top off my health. So he does a slam down. So whenever he does a slam down, this is when you want to dodge this stuff. Okay. Pick and choose your heals. And then when he leaps away, I'm going to play this back because this is very, very important. This can kill you. It's killed me multiple times. I want you to watch this part. Here we go. He leaps away. You know how we were talking about earlier, how if he leaps away, he does what? 2 different tail swipes? Well, he also does a beam that can kill you. So right here, boom, he leaps away. And if you look, what is he doing? It's a beam. Run. Just run and dodge. Run and dodge. Doesn't matter which direction. Just get the hell out of the way. Okay? Now, I'm way too far out. Remember the scream earlier? We already talked about this, but I want to show it anyway. He does the scream. What do you think is going to happen next? Lightning bolts right here. Scream, lightning bolt. Just start running. You can run or sprint, your choice. I was running to him because I wanted to get to his ankle. So I sprinted and then I got over here. So here he goes again. He does a swipe and then a swipe. 2-hit combo. Right? And then a third one right there. So 2s and 3s. Now right here, I want to talk about this. This is a bad trap that I actually avoided and I captured it. Where am I? I'm in a bad, bad spot. I'm in between its curled tail, which is a big no-no. So if you're in this area, get out of there. And I'll tell you why. Look at what I did. I moved around his tip right here. Boom. He does this right here. This happens every time. So if you're caught in that little horseshoe area of its tail, get out of there. I'm telling you, stay on that one ankle the best you can. Easier said than done, I know, because there's a lot of moving. But that ankle, you stay glued and get out of that tail trap because of that crap right there. Okay? All right. So he leaps up and does this. This is another one of those 1, 2, 3 slams, and then followed up with another slam. 2-hit combo. Remember that. Slam, lava, 2-hit combo. Easy peasy. Get out of the way. He does another one of these. So what do? Is I actually roll out of the way and I do a little horseshoe and I go right back to its ankle. Every time I will get right back to its ankle. Okay. He does this. And what is he going to do? Tail swipe. Every time. Tail swipe. And then here he goes with this move here. Whenever I see this right here, this was random. This is like super random. It happened like once every 5 deaths. I didn't see it that much. So I couldn't it's not well telegraphed. But I want to show it to you in slow motion anyway, so you can kind of get a good visual aid with what it looks like in slow motion. Right there, boom. You can dodge right through it. But I'm telling you, it's like the weirdest kind of beam. You just got to be prepared for it, right? Come over here, back to the ankle, back to the knee, whatever. And then this right here, I don't have the audio on right now. There is a sound effect. And when you watch the video at the end of this tutorial right here, watch it in full speed. And at this point, really listen to it. It's right here where his health is almost right there where it says the D of Dread, the last D of Dread. Go to that point in the fight and really listen. This is why I went running. And I want you to hear this in full speed. He does this weird charge sound with electricity and lightning and stuff. That's how I knew. I heard it and I knew he was getting ready to unleash hell. So I completely just ran. And this is why. Because he does this massive AoE lava thing around him that I knew. I mean, you can dodge through it if you had that timing down, but I got tired of that crap. So I just ran out of that. And I used that moment to get my Blood Flame Blade back up going. That's what I did. So just listen for that audio cue. That's what I'm saying. I'll rewind it back and let this play out. But this is what I did. I won't hit pause this time. Hit the knee. I heard the noise. I immediately went in about face and I was like, I'm gone. I'm going to use this time to cast that spell on my weapon and then get right back in there, get right back in the pocket. So I ran back in towards his ankle, towards his knee. And there's that double bite. That happens quite a bit in this, you can see probably 2 or 3 times he does that double bite, that chomp. Just be ready for it. What is this going to happen here? Leap, tail swipe. Every time. Leap, tail swipe. Just know that. Okay. Now, here he does this move again. He did, because I'm in New Game plus 10, I saw these phases so much. He had so much health. If you're in New Game or New Game plus 1, you probably saw this either 0 times or 1 time. But me, I saw it 2 or 3. So here we go again, the wave, and I got hit by the second one. I know I did because I didn't dodge it perfectly. So I this one right here, I got hit because I was too greedy and I was getting too excited. I saw its health and I'm like, man, we're almost there. We're almost there. I was at this for 4 hours. I was like, please. So there's the 1, 2, 3 slam. Second slam's coming up, right? Roll through that stuff. Easy peasy on the dodging. Double bite, double chomp. He's done that at least 4 times in this video, right? Get on that ankle. Here he goes again with that downward thing. As long as you keep hitting its ankle or its foot, there's a lot of these chances where he'll sit back and do that downward flame. Happened quite a bit actually. There was one fight that I was doing where he did it 5 times in a row. I'm not even joking. So here we go again. After he does this, right? I'm hitting its ankle and listen for the audio cue. You know how he does that scream, that roar? That's how I knew he was getting ready to do the lightning. So I immediately stopped attacking. Look at me. I just stopped attacking. I did an about face because I heard it. I knew it was coming. So what did I do? I actually did a horseshoe shape. I ran in a horseshoe. I just went letter U, whoop, and I went all the way back to its ankle. But then he jumped up. I was like, okay, that's fine. This move here that he's about to do sucks. And I'm going to be 100% with you. I lucked out with my dodges. There's going to be a 2-hit that will kill you. It'll wipe you out. He does a big slam down. Boom. And then he does this loud beam sound. And then bing, like that right there. I dodged all of it. Yes, I lucked out. The only strategy I have is just to keep on rolling, baby. So here I go. I just hit its foot and I freaking finally won. And I wasn't even like celebrating. I was just like, geez, are you kidding me? I finally won after 4 hours.